Hi, my name is Rachel Armstrong, and I'm doing a short presentation on the cognitive learning theory and the behavioral and social theories of learning. First is the social cognitive theory. This is used in psychology, education, and communication, and it holds the portion of an individual's knowledge acquisition, which can be related to observing others within the context of social interactions, different experiences, and different media influences as well. There are three different variables in social cognitive theory, and these are behavioral factors, environmental factors, and personal factors. The behavioral factor, it's more, performance such as behavior, which can modify the way one thinks. Environmental behavior and interaction, these can be external forces that can alter the way one displays the behavior. Positive learning can occur, and an individual can have a positive and personal characteristics, which can exhibit the appropriate behavior needed and stay in a supportive environment. The personal factors, these are cognitive effects and the biological events in the person's life. There are also basic concepts. These are observational learning, and observational learning is learning from other people, and this can be done in means of observing them in different ways that's effective, and you can gain knowledge and also alter behavior. The second is reproduction, and this is the process where one wants to aim to effectively increase the repeating of behavior by means of putting the individual in a comfortable environment. And this can be different materials they need to motivate them, and they can also retain new knowledge and behavior that is learned through this process. Self-efficacy. This is the course where the learner will improve any information they just learned and behavior by putting it into practice. Fourth is emotional coping, and good coping mechanisms against stressful environment and negative personal characteristics can lead to effective learning. And this is especially more in your teenage and adults than small children. Self-regulatory capability. This is the ability to control behavior even with an environment that's not so favorable and one does not like. The cognitive behavioral theory. This is a theory that describes the role of cognition to determine and predict the behavioral patterns of individuals. This was developed by Aaron Beck. And this is where people can form self-concepts that can affect the behavior that they display. These can be positive or negative, and it is affected by the individual's environment. This is one, the self. This is how they see their self. It could be good or bad, the environment, and the individual's future. Applying cognitive learning in the classroom. The application of cognitive learning in the classroom, there's different ways. There's expository teaching, helping students make a connection of old and new information and dual coding. Expository teaching it's a direct instruction, and it's a way of teaching which is aimed to help students acquire basic skills and procedural knowledge. And it's straightforward, and it's done in a step-by-step manner. And this can help execute the steps of the entire procedure. It can involve simple or complex skills, and it can also include presentation as well as teacher-student interaction. Paying close attention to the details of the procedures is important. Content mastery and overlearning of fundamental facts, and teachers needing to express and heighten the interest of all the students in their classroom. How can students apply cognitive theory in the classroom? Technology is extremely helpful to organize information in students. Mind mapping, making charts and graphs, team projects, and then students in cognitive theory. Here are some questions you can ask to see if you're on the right track, how you can get your students there. How do they store the information? What works best for them? How can they remember facts? How can we get them to remember facts? And then how do schemas help them? How can they get better, and how can we as teachers help them get better? Thank you for listening to my presentation.